Welcome back to mock draft number 2 for Unlocked. We're going to be doing these a lot. It's a mock draft Monday on January 20th, National Championship Monday, Inauguration Monday. So we decided we're going to do a little mock draft. I think we're going to go through 15 to 20 picks here. Haven't really decided. We'll see how long it takes us, but top 15 at least, regardless. Let's not waste any time. Let's get right into it.
Let's do it. Subscribe because we're going to be doing a bunch of these throughout the offseason. And let us know in the comments if you like who your team pick. We're just doing based on what we've seen on Twitter, what fans want, and hopefully what teams are considering. Here we go, BB. Tennessee Titans are up first. You can take all the odds today.
Yeah, okay. I did evens first last time. We'll do odds today. Number 1 pick, Tennessee Titans. A lot of people have been saying they're going to trade back from this position. They're going to roll with Will Levis. I don't like it. I don't like that at all. I think I'm going to go. Deion Sanders said he would be cool with his boy going here, so I'm going to make it happen. Shedeur Sanders, first overall to the Tennessee Titans.
Number 1 overall pick. Okay. I like it. I've seen reports on Twitter and, some other places talking about the Cleveland Browns pick. And places are talking about Cleveland Browns going with a quarterback in the second round, which means the Cleveland Browns in this case scenario, they're going to take the best player on the board. And his name is Travis Hunter, a.k.a. the Heisman winner to Cleveland.
I like it.
That's two of Deion's boys going 1-2. It's safe to say that he did a couple of things right, starting at Jacksonville State and getting his boys drafted 1 and 2. Who you got at 3, BB?
Pick 3. New York Giants fans are begging for a quarterback, whether that's in the first round, second round, possibly even third round if there's a fall. I don't have them waiting that long. Cameron Ward falls to number 3. The number 1 ranked player in the draft, according to NFL mock draft database. We're going Cam Ward to the big city, New York, at 3.
I love it. I love it. Mike Vrabel was hired in New England. He's a defensive mind, and he seems to pride himself on the trenches. You need an absolute dog on the defensive side of the ball and in the trenches. With that being said, this is honestly, it's not the easiest decision, but in this case, we're going to go with a game changer at the defensive interior position with Mason Graham going to New England, BB.
I think Patriots fans will like that. They know a lot about Vince Wilfork clogging up the middle. Mason Graham could have a similar impact like that. I think he's a dominant player. We got Jacksonville at 5. Still believe they're on the head coach search, so we don't know who's going there. So we don't know if he's going to be offensive or defensive guy. Nonetheless, he falls to you. Actually, I don't know. They got Josh Allen. They got Trayvon Walker. I don't know if they go edge. I think they're upset that Mason Graham's gone there. So we're going to add an elite corner. It says it's their biggest need. So fits perfectly for him. Will Johnson.
Boom, boom, pow. There we go. BB, if I were ever to be a general manager, I'd be a guy looking to make moves, make a lot of motion on draft night. Las Vegas Raiders, the top 2 quarterbacks are gone. You have a lot of other holes to fill. And I believe Brady's going to have a little bit of a say here. So here's what we're going to do today. Our trade of the day comes from Las Vegas. Chicago wants to make a motion. Why? Because Ben Johnson has been playing with Penei Sewell as his guy at tackle for so long. The Chicago Bears just got Ben Johnson, and they need another guy that's going to protect his franchise quarterback the same way Jared Goff has been protected, and they're going to go get an athletic offensive tackle, trading up with the Las Vegas Raiders. Let me get this settled here. They're going to send number 10, and they're going to send number 41. Not today, they're not, I guess. They never like it. They never like my trade offers. We're going to go with 10, and there we go. Okay, that's pretty cheap. That's honestly pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So we trade up. Chicago Bears come up in here, and they need their guy, and they're going to go with Will Campbell at offensive tackle, BB.
I like it. Their Chicago Bears offensive line was easily worse than the league. So
And
I
you got
like it
to
a
move
lot.
up ahead of the Jets. You got to move up ahead of the Jets. The Jets are looking at a guy at offensive tackle potentially as well. So they went ahead and jumped it. Raiders pick up an extra pick. It's a win-win.
We're sitting here at pick number 7. We also don't know who their head coach is going to be. Rex Ryan is calling for it. I don't see that happening. But nonetheless, Hassan Reddick is a free agent. Who are you really going to have coming off the edge in New York? I think this is the best player available on the board left. A possible superstar in the making. I'm going Abdul Carter to the Jets at 7.
I love it. I love it. And if you're a Carolina Panthers fan, which I am, that hurts. You were really sitting there hoping and praying that somehow Abdul Carter fell, but we don't have the capital, and we have too many holes to go move up for a guy as of right now. We honestly could potentially look into moving back. But today, we're not going to do that. We already made our trade of the day. We're going to stay right here, and we're going to get who I think is the most explosive person on the board. But BB, I know you wanted to show me some Tetairoa McMillan highlights. Before I make this pick, I'm not bought in on Tet. Do you want to take a look at some Tet, or do you want to watch some Tet after the draft?
We can do it after the draft just to for video's sake. But
perfect.
I'm gonna hold my comments on him. I'm gonna hold my comments.
In that case, we're going to get the most explosive defensive player that I'm a big fan of. Ooh. He plays for Georgia, and Georgia players have been working out in the league. Ask Philadelphia, who's playing for the NFC Championship right now. Give me Malachi Starks, the safety out of Georgia. He can guard just about anybody out of the slot. He's even better in run defense. He is a guy. Man-to-man coverage, zone coverage. Give me Malachi Starks, baby.
You're sitting here with the Saints at number 9. You are you need juice. I think this is not where he went in our last mock draft. You need juice. Chris Olave, health concerns. Rashid Shaheed had a serious injury this year, missed significant time. You need juice. You need to bolster that offense. To be honest, the Saints are in pretty bad shape. They're not elite on either side of the ball. They don't have a lot of cap, but we're adding excitement to the offense. We're adding a big play threat. We're going with Tet McMillan at number 9.
Love it, love it, love it. The Raiders, they move back, pick up an extra pick. They have holes upon holes to fill. They've got a guy, though, at the tight end position. I see them just at this point, they might go QB second round, but you're not going Jalen Milroe. Not here, not at 10. So what do you do instead? You're going to get a guy at the receiver position because, no disrespect, Jacoby Myers. No disrespect, Trey, what's his I can't even remember his last name right now. But we need a guy that can ball. And I'm going to go here, Luther Burden from Missouri.
Got rid of Devontae Adams. I like it. Add a little extra juice to the room. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
San Francisco, number 11, could be one of the most complete teams at the top of the draft. They had a lot of injuries this year. I think that was part of their struggle. A lot of their key, huge, big-time players missed significant time. McCaffrey barely played this year. Ayuk missed almost the whole season. Nick Bosa missed significant time. Fred Warner was playing on a fractured ankle for most of the year. So all of their big-time play. Trent Williams missed a lot of time. So I think they're still a really good football team. They just had an unlucky year in terms of injuries. So I think you're in a position to really pick whatever you want. It doesn't have to be best player available. It can really just be picking for the player you want. Do they need Ashton Genty? I don't think so. They got McCaffrey. But a guy I think they could add is an edge opposite of Nick Bosa. Sorry, I forgot his name there for a second. We're going to go with James Pierce Jr. Elite athleticism off the edge. Big burst. Was supposed to be the number 1 pick this year coming into the season. Didn't turn out that way. He fell down the board a little bit. But ridiculous upside. Give me James Pierce to San Fran.
Dude, he was almost the number 1 overall pick. Like he was in that conversation. Dallas Cowboys, man. Is Deion Sanders going to be your coach? Because if so, he likes a guy with a little bit of pop. And a little bit of pop His name is Ashton Jeanty. And you see what's happening from a divisional rival, your biggest rival, Philadelphia Eagles. When you have a guy that can run and tote that rock, that carries you through the playoffs. Saquon Barkley went nuclear again yesterday, and you hope that you can get a guy that can do something similar and help out Dak Prescott. And he's mentioned he would love to play for the Dallas Cowboys. Give me Ashton Jeanty, Jerry Jones. Make the right pick, please.
I love it. I love it a whole bunch. This is more of a luxury pick for me here if I'm the Dolphins. We're not saying this is exactly what's going to happen. We'd like to have a little fun on Unlocked. They already got Jonnu Smith, who is pretty elite tight end. But adding another weapon into Mike McDaniel's offense is something that I think Dolphins fans would enjoy. Tyreek Hill could be on the walkout, so we need to add talent regardless. Kevon likes to say this is a Brock Bowers type talent. We're going Tyler Warren to the Dolphins at 13.
He would have a lot of fun with Tyler Warren with as much work as Johnny got. Man. Okay. The Colts, Colts are weird. The Colts are really weird. It's like, I'm going to go defensive side of the ball here. But the Colts they're just an interesting team that just they seem to need help in a lot of random different places. They need a guy that is going to be a tone setter, a guy who's going to take over a locker room over the next couple of years. And nobody better than someone from the best culture, top 3 culture in college football. And that's the Georgia defensive team. Give me the Mr. Jalen Walker out of Georgia to make some changes, bring some pass rush, and make some teams really fear the Indianapolis Colts.
We got the Falcons, division rival of our Panthers here. This is a guy that had an elite freshman season. He's all attributes, huge, long, quick. But everybody thought his career was going to go a little bit different at Georgia. He's still being based off projection just because of the body type. The Falcons, when's the last time they took a defensive player in the first round? I couldn't tell you. They draft straight offensive superstars. But finally, we're addressing it. We're going Mykel Williams, number 11. He's ranked 11, going number 15 to the Falcons. Raheem Morris finally gets a defensive stud.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. That's what we're going to call it here for today, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us. If you like what you saw, or if you have a little bit of an argument, let us know in the comments. And honestly, just go ahead and hit that sub button. Why? Because we're doing this all off season long. And we got some cool stuff. BB, can we see a Funko Pop real quick? Let me stop sharing. You like that video?
Drop a sub. Go ahead.
All of our subscribers are getting put in the running for a Funko Pop. These things are dope. You throw it on your desk, you pop it on your desk, and it's just like it just gives it a little bit of boost of the aura. Captain America, Incredible Hulk. BB, can you show my 2 favorites, Mr. Bryce Young and Mr. Ted Lasso?
Of course. We got them all sitting right next to the desk. Of course.
We got them all.
This is the Kevon package right here.
Let's go. Bow. Bow.
Bow.
So those are we're going to be doing a drawing, a giveaway, and we're going to give those away for free for 3 of our subscribers. So y'all just go ahead and hit that sub button. Why? Because you get a free Funko Pop. Nothing wrong with that. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us today, and we'll see you again next week. Peace.